I believe just playing at that young age really kind of ignited that fire in me to continue to play as we move forward. And like I said, we started in third, fourth grade, played all the way up, and moving into middle school, all the guys stuck together, and we continued to see success. We never lost a game. Sixth, seventh, eighth grade, we never lost a football game. I think that just continued to grow this hunger inside of us to do something even better as we got older. And then, finally moving into high school, we were so excited to finally, play freshman football, but to get to that level, because we'd seen guys like my brother Mitch or Matt Best or the Sorgen twins scoring lots of touchdowns and going to a state championship. We wanted to do that. That was our goal. And that was one thing I could remember about our group. We were very goal-oriented, and we always wanted to work towards getting to that state championship. And we knew it would be a journey. It wasn't going to happen today. It wasn't going to happen that day. It takes time. The next couple of years, sophomore, junior year, we had some ups and we had some downs. We won a lot of games. We lost some games. We won some sectional championships, but we never really reached that goal of getting to a state championship. And then finally going into our senior season, and I can just remember we had a great senior class that was, not just full of talent, but we had a lot of hard workers, guys that were very much goal-oriented, and we all had the same goal in mind. We wanted to win a state championship. We didn't have any me-type players. We were all very much about the team. We didn't care about who was scoring touchdowns and who was doing this, who was doing that. We wanted to go out and win as a team and do something very special. And unfortunately, we didn't win a state championship that year, but we got there and we had some great memories along the way. But going back to that season, a lot of people think it was, it was all dandy and it was great. But we actually started that year on a terrible note. We went up to Leo, first game of the year, and we just were flat. We came out flat. We were maybe a little bit too excited to start that game. Coach Miller called a pass play on the first play of the game, wanted to get aggressive, and I threw an interception. That was my first play of my senior year, so I'll never forget that one. And so we started off on a bad note, and we really had to fight against Leo, probably a team that we should have beat pretty well, and we barely skated by with a victory. And then I don't know if anyone remember the next week we're going to play at Bluffton, and a lot of people predicted that to be a pretty close game, if not Bluffton winning. I remember my dad told me that, he's like, I think you guys will win, but maybe by a touchdown or something like that. And we won 75-0. So that was, I think that was just what the doctor ordered. And then from there, if you guys remember, we kind of ran the table through the rest of the NHC with Carroll and Homestead and DeKalb and schools like that. We were winning some games 55-13, and we were putting up a lot of big numbers. And during that time, we had so much fun together. I know a season that none of us will ever forget. I know every time we're together, I'm with Cole Hubengard or Andrew or Matt or Sam Baker, my friends, we always somehow come back to talk about that season. And for you young guys, just remember that you'll never forget these moments. Even though, I'm a guy, I'm in the NFL, I'm at the pinnacle right now, I still think about Norwell football all the time. I mean, all the time. Every time I see a game, I loved following. Tom would always send me DVDs of Norwell when I was in college. That's something you think about all the time. You'll never forget being under those lights. So take advantage of this opportunity you have now. Work your butts off and just be a team. It's so much more about the team than it is you. That's what's great about the game of football. Whereas in every other sport, you can watch guys take over a game by themselves. LeBron James in the NBA, he won the championship by himself pretty much this year. You can't do that in football. It takes 11 guys working together all the time. If one guy messes up, the whole play goes down the drain. So